Hey guys! Oh, hi! While we're waiting for people to join, I'm doing let me fix this. I'm at the coffee shop, so it's been a noisy day. It's been a noisy morning. But at least I got my chai tea latte. I'm writing my goals for the day. Waiting for my ladies. I'm going to send a group text. Oh, I have to write this down. Memory issues are totally legit. Okay, I have another healing session to schedule. So I'm pretty excited. I'm seeing miracles happen, honestly. Like, it's been amazing. If you're here, then go ahead and drop me a comment, please, so that I know you are here. All right. Who's here? Hi, Lacey. All right. I am going to message everybody. How are you doing? Did you get your homework done? What's up, Buttercup? Adrian. And I don't think Jeannie is going to join us. I think she watches it later. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Like I said, I'm at the coffee shop, so. Two full pages of gratitude. That's so great. I did more while I was waiting this morning. Yeah, that is freaking awesome. I'm super proud of you. So it might get a little busy in here. I hope I don't bother you, but I'm doing a live video, so I'm going to be talking.
Oh,
Okay.
You know what? We'll get out of your.
You don't have to.
No, that's okay. We'll head out there.
Okay.
Because once we start talking, we'll be on your video.
Oh, yeah, that is true. You will be
Yeah.
on my video. Not that I mind, but not everybody wants to be on video, especially talking.
Yeah, and sometimes you say things you don't necessarily want repeated.
Yep, definitely. Privacy is good.
Well, have a good show.
Thank you. Okay. I'm just asking if they're gonna make it. All right. Oh, Adrian is here. I just messaged you. Sorry. How you doing, sweetheart? Look at my new shirt, guys. I love foxes. Okay, Adrian, since you can only stay for a little bit, why don't you post what, just post, Foxy, post a few things about what you thought about the challenge, the list of gratitude, and I'm sorry about this morning. The noise was relentless, and I started to get mad. I started to get upset, and then I reminded myself that the universe is constantly conspiring for a greater good. And I tried to, I did think about things that brought me relief, like, how do I know that the universe isn't protecting me from a car accident? you know, like I'll, you know, I put myself in a higher vibration so that I could think clearly, and then I wasn't angry anymore. Although it is a pet peeve of mine to be woken up like 15 minutes before my alarm goes off. I know it's only 15 minutes. I know. As you can see, very mascara is all y'all get today. Not that you care. Do you guys write your daily goals every day? This is very important, right? We all need to be writing. We all want to be writing our daily goals. It's very helpful in manifesting because it sets an intention and we put it down on paper. Real quick, I don't know if you guys have looked around my channel, but I have a bunch of other videos. Half of them are just silliness, but the more that people like it or watch it, the more traffic I'll get and the more people will reach, as like a consciousness. So if you guys wouldn't mind, sharing my page or just going around and liking shit. Okay, Lacey, I bought a special journal a few weeks ago and I haven't used it yet, but it has goals prompt on it. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to replace need with want because need puts us in a perpetual motion of always needing something. So that's why when you hear me, sometimes I'll stop and I'll change my language. That's manifestation work. When we want something, then we call ourselves to it and call it to us and claim it. Yeah. There was something else I was thinking, but squirrel. Also what that will do is true because I actually want to do it now. Yeah, see? It's just these like subtle little shifts, So the other thing that will do is it'll make us notice when we're doing things that we don't want to be doing, right? So if we are saying like, oh, I need to go to Becky's party, and then you're like, oh wait, I want to go to Becky's party, and you'll feel that like offset in your core, and you'll be like, oh wait, and because when we feel that, it's a communication from spirit that we're not thinking in alignment with what's our highest good. So then it's like, oh, wait, okay, so if I don't want to go, right? Because if it's not truth, it'll feel bad. If I don't want to go, why am I going? And then goes into the people pleasing and the obligation and being a martyr and the ego needing to be fed by being seen. And we do that even to our detriment, Or let me rephrase that. We have done that in the past to our detriment. However, we are changing things now, and thus our experience will change as well. With that, okay, I think everybody's here. So yesterday was the massive money multiplier, and we went over, how important gratitude for what you have is in manifesting what you want. And we went through and did at least 25. I only got 25. Not only, but I did the 25. And if you want to list, yeah, okay, Adrian. I'm grateful for life, friends, family, my boyfriend, my health as good as it can be daily. The fact that I can still take care of my own place and myself is something to be grateful for sure. Oh my God. That's why I moved into the camper originally. I was like living in a house. I was like, I cannot take care of the things I need to take care of. I can barely get out of bed. So I was like, if I have less stuff in a smaller space, it'll be smaller space. Also, when I had severe cognitive issues, I would get lost in my house. And like, I was just in a constant state of confusion where I would walk, I would be doing a project, and then I would be like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And on my way to the bathroom, I had to go through the kitchen. Next thing I know, I'm doing dishes, totally forgetting. And then I finally make it to the bathroom and I end up cleaning it because I'm in there and so being able to get up and just take care of ourselves is definitely something to be grateful for. Like, I hear that. And Lacey, you want to name a few things that you're grateful for while I'm waiting? I had a ton, but one was, a ton. But one is, I'm so very grateful for the opportunity to be grateful. Ooh. I am grateful for that opportunity to be grateful. Lacey, that's beautiful. Keep it together. Keep it together, Jessica. Try not to cry on camera. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just don't think anyone wants to see my ugly face cry. You know, that one where you're like, I'm just going to name a few that just, I'll name my top 5. I'm grateful for my mother being the contrast I needed. Oh, hi, Peter. Yay. My friend Peter just joined. So let me catch you up, Peter. What we're doing is a 21-day money challenge. I really appreciate you popping in. If you want to join us, it's not too late. And we have, I have pictures of everything in the group and the replays are on here and all of that jazz. But if you just want to stop in and hang out, that's good too. So I think my biggest one was, for my mother being the contrast that I wanted in order for me to, it directed me into the person I am now, who I honestly love. I did not always love myself. I mean, obviously, because, people that love themselves don't necessarily attempt suicide. I don't know if that's true. Maybe, I don't know. Wow, that's a whole other tangent. Anyway, I'm grateful for my mom, where I wasn't always grateful for her. I am super grateful for the opportunity to be in a position where I'm helping people change their lives. That's all I've ever wanted to do. All I've ever wanted to do was help people know that they're loved and then act accordingly. Oh, you're a suicide. Oh, Adrian. Yeah. Oh, you know what I mean? I don't know. I guess some people do it as an act of love because they're releasing themselves. But yeah, I'm glad you're here, right? And my children, of course. My children and an awesome co-parent, because they're with their dad right now and I don't have to worry at all about anything. He's off and on a really good friend of mine. Sometimes I want to beat him up, but we get through it. And and guidance from my guides. That's a big one for me. Lazy said I had some good ones, but I was proudest of that one. That's a pretty damn good one, honestly. All right. So it says, make it a goal. This is the end of the last one. Make it a goal to create gratitude lists every single day. I will add that to my goals. I'm going to write it down. A goal is making a gratitude list. I have not been doing my morning routines, and I want to do them. And I'm going to do, oh, hey, it's a full moon, y'all. It's a full moon. So I'm going to talk about that. because there's a whole thing we can do for the full moon. I gotta write it down or I'll forget. So I haven't been doing my typical morning ritual. I've been literally waking up. Hi, Shamika. I'm so glad that you are here. Full moon and Friday the 13th. Yay! I know, it's super special. I'm doing a whole thing tonight under the full moon. Hopefully my cousin will join me. That'll be fucking sweet. So I don't know if you've had a chance to catch up, Shamika, but if not, it's totally okay. It's totally fucking hair, man. It's completely. I thought it was a good idea to cut some bangs. Oh, thank you. Oh, we are beautiful. We are bright, shiny, beautiful beings. Oh, you're all about Friday the 13th, Adrian. Let me know what you're doing to celebrate. So that you can catch up. There's the replays in the group, and oh, yay, awesome. Okay, great. So we just read, make it a goal to create a gratitude list every day. I have my clients tell me what they're most grateful for at the start of all of our sessions. The more high vibe, appreciative energy we put out, the faster things come into our lives. I'm going to add that to our sessions, my healing sessions. Sorry. What are you grateful for? I love you all. I am so grateful for y'all going through this, like for us to go through this together. This is just incredible. Incredible. Okay, Lacey says, I have made a daily to-do list based on continuing what I've learned. 1, respect your money spaces. 2, feel the good feelings. 3, forgive. And 4, be grateful every day. Man, you are killing this, man. Like, you are fucking killing this. Love, the forgive. Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah. This whole thing has been awesome. Okay, so day 5. All right, skis. Aw, thank you, Peter. I'm pretty excited about all the manifestation. Just to give you guys a quick reference of what I've manifested so far, money is the last niche of manifestation for me. But when I was learning the law of manifestation, I was in a miserable spot. And so the way that I would raise my vibration was imagining what I wanted and being grateful for it. I would sit and I would feel how good it felt to have my house with the stained glass windows and the hardwood floors and the screened-in porch and the cat door and a beautiful backyard and vaulted ceilings. I mean, I felt it, a big, beautiful bathtub. That way I can take detox baths. I mean, I spent time every day focusing on what I wanted and visualizing it and feeling it, not just visualizing it, but feeling it. And then in a roundabout whole adventure, I ended up probably 2 months after, it was a while that I was doing the manifestation work, but I would say within the 6 months, I manifested the house. I got a grant because I was homeless and organ failure with 2 kids. So I ranked high on the need scale, and they had just begun this. It was the first time given out. The Lutheran Church were giving out grants so that people could get the houses. And they were like, you can pick out your own house, but it has to be no more than $1,200 a month. And then I'm going through Zillow and I see this house. And before I opened it to look at it, I knew it was mine. I knew it was mine. And it was gorgeous, but it was $1,500. No, $1,350, which was obviously out of the budget. And long story short, I ended up getting approved for it. They stretched out the budget. My kids and I got exactly what I saw, like all of it. A whole wall of windows in my bedroom. Like, I'm going to tell a whole story about it in another video because it's kind of a big story. However, that, like, I was like, oh, this shit's real? Holy shit. Okay, universe, you have my attention. You know, and now I can see that I had been manifesting everything. I got my camper. I told you guys the other day, I manifested $50,000, not necessarily in the way I wanted it, but that taught me I want to be specific, very specific. And that's what I learned from the house. When we are very specific, we get what we want. And that goes back to changing our language from need to want. Very, very specific. Be specific about what you want and visualize it and feel it in your body. And I promise you, as you remove the obstacles, that shit will show the fuck up. It is amazing. It's a miracle. And that, like, so when I had gotten the grant for the house, that's when I was like, okay, you have my attention, universe. And then I started receiving and channeling messages from the collective. And I thought I was schizophrenic because I was not hearing things, but I was hearing things. And so I walked around and I totally thought I was going crazy. I told my children's father, hey, Sonny, I love you. And I told my children's father, I think I'm having another psychotic episode. We may have to put me in the hospital. Let me feel this out. And then I ended up like channeling all these answers to my questions. And I was told, because I was like, okay, well, if I'm really receiving messages, how do I know the difference between like channeling messages or me and just whatever ego or thinking or whatever? And the answer was, if it's anything other than love, it's not from us. And I was like, oh, okay. All right. I can follow that rule. And then now here I am fucking doing what I've always wanted to do. I've worked so hard to get here. So anyway, all of that to say that this shit's real. And I'm so proud of you guys. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys create. All right. Pull it together, Jessica. I can't read if my eyes are all wet. If they're moist. Real quick plug. Don't forget that I sell HempWorks. And it's really amazing. I woke up today legit in pain because I slept wrong and it was really cold and I sleep in a tent. And I was like, fuck. And I woke up and I took that, and I'm telling you, I feel so much better. And I'm less anxious about all the bullshit that was going on this morning. Okay, so Adrian signed off. Okay. Adrian and I were supposed to do a reading this morning for the tarot cards, but as I said, everybody and their mother woke up and decided that they wanted to mow their lawn and, work on their roof and all of that. And I was like, doesn't everybody have a job? And it's Friday. And I know it's not, someone working because I know the people. I'm like, but I feel better about it now. Anyway, day 5. Giving money a purpose. Oh, yeah, I was reading this. Okay, Lacey says, I was thinking about this yesterday, but even if no money is brought to me at all this whole 21 days, it will be worth it just for the forgiveness day. Right? Right. However, we want to say, I want that money. Like I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. And I agree, because that shit is life changing. It really is. I'm telling you, it's what got me sober. It was the step. It was the first step. I mean, the first, second, and third steps of recovery are, I mean, I can't, it can, I think I'll let it. That's basically, and I couldn't stay sober because I wouldn't look at myself. And then I looked at that shit and it was absolutely amazing. Okay, and Lacey says, seriously, I've never followed through with activities like this before. You got me on a roll. You're, oh, I love you. Don't make me cry again. Okay. Hempworks is the bomb. Dude, like, I'm going through this thing where I'm afraid to talk about how excited I am because I don't want people to think I'm just saying it because I'm being salesy. Because, like, honestly, I don't have to. I used to smoke, Sunny, all day long. All day long, I smoked medicinal marijuana. And it fucked up because I couldn't follow through with, like you're saying, Lacey. Like, I couldn't follow through with any of this shit. And I smoke like in the morning and then I smoke at night. Unless I'm like hanging out smoking with, And we all have cannabis cards and, we're all using our own dispensary. Did you see that? I was like, oh. Okay, anyway, I'm doing a lot of talking. I'm sorry. You are Sunny? Oh, Sunny says she's gonna. Okay, next weekend I have a little care package, nice bigger electric heater and quilts, and a fluffy mattress pad. Oh, I love you. It is starting to get cold, and my dad's like, "You're gonna have to come inside," and I'm like, "The fuck I am," because I can't. I'm having a hard time keeping up physically with cleaning the house and taking care of him and running 3 businesses. And I love all of it. It's just, I was like, I haven't cleaned that room and I'm not going to stay in it until it's fucking clean because it's gross. They smoked in the house for like 40 years. It's just disgusting. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean about it, but it is, like it's not messy. It's just dirty. Not like dirty, gross. I can't explain it. So I will bring it up. I will bring my stuff. And honestly, it's I love it. Okay. So hello again, gorgeous. What are you grateful for today? Did you enjoy your list making yesterday? I bet you've realized that you truly have so much to be thankful for already. Life is already so sweet. Indeed. Today, I want you to set the intention of manifesting your $1,000. Yes, I know when you bought this book, you obviously intended to manifest an extra $1,000 in your life from the second you pushed the buy button. Duh, why else would you have bought it? However, I still want to go over intentions and share how you can use them to get really clear on what you want in your life. You see, babe, money needs a purpose. It has no free will. It's just energy. It has no free will. You have no power over me. Power over me. That's the labyrinth, by the way. Hello, Sunny. I definitely accept you coming up and helping. Okay. You're planning on manifesting an extra $1,000 in your life. Let's think about what you will be doing with this money. I want you to plan your life ahead as if money is already in your hand, in your wallet, in your bank account, wherever it is easiest for you to visualize. For me, I like to visualize a balance in my bank account, since I do all my finance related stuff online and hardly ever keep cash on me. Some people like to deal with only cash, and it's easiest for them to visualize their wallet stuffed with cash. This part is totally dependent on your preferences. Yes, the labyrinth. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Is it easier for you to have visual paper money, or is it easy for you to imagine money in your bank account? I've been working on manifesting, like, and seeing, I'm like, every morning I wake up and I just expect to see more money in there. And it's incredible because it's been happening. Like, I woke up one morning and there was, right after we did the forgiveness list, I woke up and there was the $75 from someone that was just like, here you go. And then I got my child support, it's like $70. And then that's just through the system. I guess, Carlos gives me other money on the side because he knows that's not enough. And then the fundraiser money started to come in, and I'm excited. Like, I've been able to, like, I'm like, oh, what am I going to do with the money? Well, I'm going to fill up my tank, and we're going to go to the dispensary and get as much oil as we possibly can. And then that is leading me into seeing my dad healed, and he's been amazing. He's been amazing. Like, he's been so open. Oh, I can't talk about it right now. So, what do you guys think? Sunny can see both. Sunny is really good at manifesting money. Shamika says, I've been using cash only lately, which has worked out really great for me. Yeah, I don't know if you saw, this is just the funniest thing for me, I think. Oh, I have a receipt in there that I don't need. Bye. I want that money. This is my little $100 bill, so I can, because I got that shit. I know I got it. Ooh, baby, she's got it. Lacey says, I've gotten really good at counting cash in my hands, in my mind. But money in my bank account is harder to visualize. Okay. I think that's awesome that we're allowed to do it either way, whatever works for us. I'm working on seeing both. Because I love opening up my wallet and seeing that $100 bill because it makes me laugh. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm doing this challenge and I'm manifesting money. So both. Set an intention that no matter what, the $1,000 is already in your possession. It doesn't matter what your current reality says to you right now. It doesn't matter what bills you have to pay, what someone says to you, and what your bank balance is. The goal is to ignore your current reality and only visualize the reality that you want. This is a major life hack tip. Yes. Okay. So about this, I want to explain why this is, why this part in particular is very important. Lacey, I printed mine off of the computer. I don't really know. I'll ask my dad where he got it because he was the one that did it for me. So here's the thing about our current experience and our future experience. The current experience we're having right now is a result of previous vibrational choices. Because in each moment, we are indeed creating our future reality, our future experience. So sometimes we're in that phase where we're learning from our contrast, which is to say we're going through something we're over. And when we're in that space, if we allow it to kind of spiral out of control or take us down kind of a path, and I mean outside of like giving yourself time to feel your feelings. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like letting that train run off track. When we're doing that, and this is the thing, relentless self-responsibility. Whatever you're experiencing, you're responsible for on some level, right? This is outside of, I mean, some people will talk about being raped and being attacked and all of that, and I'm still working on that stuff, so I can't even touch that concept. However, like I do know, for example, that I brought Lyme disease to me because I wanted to go through the awakening process so I could help other people. You know what I mean? So perhaps I brought to me inadvertently, a decision I made before I came here that my father would commit suicide, and he decided to come and have that experience of committing suicide, so that it would set this in motion. Because listen to me, you matter. You're very important. You have a purpose here. You really do. And it's just taking that leap of faith that you can lean into your inner guide. And as long as you're working on raising your vibration, you can listen. Anything other than love is not from your guides. So, oh, hi, Adrian. I love you. I'm so grateful that you're listening in again. Be safe. Be safe, though. So if we can get ourselves into, slowly, first we want to bring ourselves present, do that by naming things around us in the room. Where are my feet? Once we get ourselves present, we can identify what it is that's actually bothering us. Is something happening right now in my thing, or am I in the past or in the future and it feels shitty just because I'm out of my moment, and then realizing that we have control over how we're feeling, right? And sometimes it's time for a detox, it's time for a cry, it's time to let it out. And then after that's done, it's about, moving the energy through, not bringing it in and making it stagnant and holding on to it, because that's when we develop physical manifestations of illness. But feeling it to heal it and letting it go. And this is what we do. Just like air filters in the air will filter the air. Empaths, healers, we're here to energetically filter everything out so that the vibration of the planet can raise, so that we stop fucking killing Earth, right? So when you feel, disgruntled because of the world, sit and meditate on seeing the world the way you want to see it, and you're doing way more work than protesting or anything like that. It's a delicate balance, though, because some shit is bugged. So if we're going through a contrast where it's a little hard to kind of find that gratitude, we want to do things to raise our vibration so that our future experience is more enjoyable, right? That's my big thing. So if I find myself feeling shitty, I'm like, ooh, I'm feeling shitty. I really want to I want to have a better experience, right? So I know, because I want to have a better experience, that shows me that in this moment, I want to raise my vibration so that I can make choices that will manifest a, experience that I feel like I want to have, right? So that's very, very, very important. Really important. What will you do with this money? See yourself with it. It's really important, because, and then, so this is how it snowballs in a positive direction, right? So if you can get yourself to the point, and remember, we're feeling all of this here, and you can even say these things with me and you'll feel the difference, right? So we bring ourselves present, we remind ourselves that the reason why we're feeling anxious is because we're not in our moment. We identify what the problem is, we do the healing work on it, and then we bring up our vibration by laughing or whatever. There's lots of ways. Going outside, grounding yourself, there's lots. And then we'll say, oh, I realize that I'm, out of alignment. I want to manifest greater things for myself. So I want to bring myself into alignment. We do that work, and then it feels good, because then you're like, oh shit, look at me. What? I'm being responsible. I'm taking ownership. I am taking steps to better my life. I am proud of myself for that, because this is the first time I've ever followed through with anything. And then just like it can snowball into, shitville, it can snowball into like that whole heaven on earth thing, right? Heaven and hell is at hand. I'm not a Christian, but there's some good nuggets in that book. So There we go. You already have $1,000. You already have plans on how you're going to spend it. Otherwise, you wouldn't desire it, right? Let's give your $1,000 an amazing purpose so that it can help you, so it can't help but come to you. Today's Money Babe action is to make a list of what you will do with the money. Direct it, give it orders, treat it as your GPS for money. You have to tell it where to go, or it sits there aimlessly floating around, never really appearing into your reality. Remember, you are the master of your money, not the other way around. Money is a neutral source, and what you do with it is up to you. It isn't good, it isn't evil, it is neutral. You give it the meaning that you want. So what will you do with your extra $1,000? Okay, so I just want to double back here to where it says direct it and give orders. So one of the things that we learned in, oh, hi, I'm so glad you found me. So one of the things that I learned in theta healing is that, and this is how, I mean, I am seeing miracles happen daily with people I'm doing healing sessions with. And it's basically, it works with your brain the same way that hypnosis does. It's the easiest way I can explain it. So, hi, Karen. Okay. I was like, GG55 Florida. I wasn't sure. Thank you for letting me know who you are. I'm so glad you found it. So what I do is I have learned to meditate myself into, yeah, now I knew who you were, Karen. I know who you are. I love you. I see you. When I go up into this brainwave, it's the God wave, or it's the wave we're in when we're meditating or praying, I command a healing, which is totally different than like what I grew up with. I was like, how dare I, like first day, she was like, how comfortable are you commanding God to do things? God, the universe, whatever, insert your own whatever. And I was like, commanding God? Whoa, that's some shit there. Like, and I was like, I'm all right with it. So that's why I can do well with this healing stuff. But that's what I do. I go up and I command the healing to be done. And then I ask to witness it, show me. And I claim it as already done, So I command that whatever healing I'm doing be taken place. It is done, it is done, it is done. Show me. And then I feel it and I see it in this space being done. And then it's done. And it blows my mind every time. And because it works. Like it just works. It's crazy. So it is, command it. That fear of us commanding that energy to do what we want it to do is holding us back. That's one of the bigger things. It's holding us back. And because it keeps us in an oppression, like a spiritual and energetic oppression. And there's lots of reasons why that happens. My personal, view is that just like there's the oligarchy, behind like the facade of the presidency and all that, I believe that there are energetic beings that are also like that. We're all just puppets. And so damn it, now I can't remember what I was talking about. Anyway, command it. Like you can command it. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. It's there's that oppressive energy that doesn't want you to know how much power you have, because then they'll lose the power, That's why I call it a power struggle. We need to understand. We want to understand. There is no power struggle. We have the power already. That's what this whole process is. Everybody's waking up to our own power. It's fucking amazing. So command that money and Command it until you feel it. You know what I mean? Like, and if you can't command it, if you're finding yourself blocked there, message me, okay? And we'll do healing on that, you know? Because that's a fear thing. And you can heal that. So her examples are something, she says something like this: pay off the Citibank credit card, treat myself to a color appointment with my favorite stylist, $240 with tip. I am ready for that. I am ready to be able to spend $240 at a salon on myself and just feel totally good with it. I am ready for that. Take my hardworking husband out to dinner to our favorite restaurant. I would take all my ladies, all my loves out. By the table. That kind of sounded like I was a pimp. I'm not trying to say. Lacey, you've never been to a salon? I am very blessed and grateful that I worked in spas for a very long time. So I got all of that stuff most of the time for free. And I know how good it feels. And I'm so ready to have that again. Upgrade our groceries to all organic this week because of our new health goals. Donate $100 to charity. You get it. And total it up to $1,000. Okay. Nice. 2-hour massage. I would love that too. Oh man. Yeah, I want some of that too. I want the whole kit and caboodle. I want to get my hair done. I want to get my nails done. I want a massage. I want a facial. I want a pedicure. I want all of it. And I want to go somewhere where they have like indoor pool and like a sauna and all that fun stuff. Yes, paying electric, all of that. So when you intend to have this money, it shows the universe exactly what you'll do with it. Feel the feelings of having it. Amazing shifts start to happen. Even if you plan on saving some of it, that's totally okay. But remember, give it the direction to be put into a savings account. Let's be specific here. Again, specific, specific, specific. And again, we're coming from a higher vibration. Get ourselves into a higher vibration so that we're coming from a mindset of abundance opposed to, oh, I need this because I don't have it, right? So feel it, feel it, feel it. The universe conspires on a full-time basis to make your non-physical intentions become a reality, a physical reality. It is literally like placing an order in a cosmic catalog. Remember that movie, The Matrix? Remember that? No. The Wachowskis were channeling shit. Now that I understand things, I understand that they were given messages, and it was our introduction to the whole Matrix. That's the beauty of manifesting. I personally love to relate manifesting to ordering something on Amazon. It helps me put my trust into the process and prevents me from overcomplicating it. How many of you overcomplicate shit? Lacey, you want to find a whole retreat thing, I guess? How about I want to find a whole retreat. I want to go somewhere for the whole retreat and then break it down specifics. That's what we're talking about. Be specific. And if you don't know what it looks like to be in a spa, look at pictures on the internet. You can talk to me and I can tell you what it's like. You know, be specific. Sometimes I draw things out, you know. I personally love to relate. Oh yeah, we already read that. To place an order for what I want, I log on to Amazon. I find what I want. I put it in the shopping cart. I place my order. Amazon receives it. They deliver my package. I don't get attached to the guys at Amazon asking them where my package is 100 times a day. I don't stress about getting something different than what I ordered. I know it's on its way as soon as I place my order. I trust Amazon to deliver it, and the package always comes as ordered. 9.9 times out of 10. The last 1% is left to any delays that may occur, just like we sometimes have what we want delayed by the universe to ensure it manifests a way that's for our highest good. Delays are not denials. Delays are not denials. Delays are the universe shifting things around for you, and it's like that is like pause button for you, you know, it's like the universe being like, oh, you want that fish? Okay, let me make that happen. Pause. Let me align things because you've shifted your vibe. Let me make that shit a possibility. Boop, boop, boop. There you go, pudding. You know what I mean? So when we're in these spots where we're feel like we're not getting what we want, that's where the work comes in. That is the work. Understanding there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. Just because you're not getting what you want doesn't mean there's something wrong. The universe is constantly conspiring for our highest good and the highest expression of ourselves. You know, the trust is, I know, right? Delays are not denials. You may be thinking, yeah, right, like it's actually this simple. Well, it is, but I did forget to mention one thing. The money won't magically appear in your lap out of thin air. That's just not how physics works. Manifesting doesn't defy physics. I'm going to be making shirts to raise money, and one of the things I'm putting on it is it's not personal, it's just physics. And my son came up with that. There is action involved. You are half of the co-creating equation, while the universe is the other half. The action is super easy. It doesn't even feel like action. It doesn't even feel like hard work. It is just pushing the order button on Amazon. I'll explain more on this later in the book. All you need to do right now is direct your money and intend for it to appear. That's it. So she gives some questions. What will you do with your $1,000? How will you spend it? How is it going to feel spending, saving, and investing it? How will an extra $1,000 support you and enhance your life? How does it feel knowing that you are giving money and purpose to it and has no other choice but to appear in your life to support you? And 5, have you been giving money a purpose before? If not, why? 6, rewrite this statement and release it to the universe. Write this down. I am in the process of manifesting $1,000. I trust that the $1,000 is on its way to me right now and will appear by the 21st day. And it is so for the highest good of all involved, right? I like to add in, so I'm going to be manifesting this, or, something, exceed my expectations. Like, okay, universe, I want this or higher, I want this, or you can exceed my expectations for what is of my highest good, right? And if you're paying attention, she's just going re-going through the first few pages, days. So it really is that easy. And remember, the way that manifestation works is we're prompted by some experience, either we got something that we wanted and now we're ready for something different because it's not as shiny anymore, or we're experiencing something we thought we wanted and it doesn't feel like what we thought it would, and so we want a different experience. And that's like Abraham Hicks, they refer to that as like the lower disc. There's the high flying disc and then there's the lower disc. The lower disc is not bad. It's just a place to create from. It's actually the best part of it, really, is you're like, oh, I feel like shit right now. I'm ready to manifest some good shit, little magic sprinkled on it, okay? So we decide we want something. The universe creates it in our vibrational vicinity, and then our job is to just remove the obstacles that are between where we are and where we want to be. Sometimes it takes longer because, when I was a drug addict and I had just gotten sober, I had 3 months of sobriety, and the obsession to drink was removed. And so out of appreciation for that, I turned my will and my life over to the care of the universe. And I said I wanted to be used as the hands and feet of the love of the universe. At the time, it was God, because I was Christian. I was practicing Christianity, the religion. And got to be super specific there. And however, where I was to where I wanted to be was a big stretch. There was a lot of work to do in between there. And you can see that as you do it, so sometimes the instant healing happens over a long period of time because, you're a little further away from your goal than you think you are. And maybe so much needs to be changed in your life that it takes a little bit for everybody's energy. It's like dominoes, you know what I mean? So when we're on that lower disc, oh, you're gonna take notes, Lacey? So I'm talking about stuff that is helping. Outside of the book, of course. I hope I'm adding to it and not just wasting an hour of your morning. So yeah, so that's it. That disc where we're either oh, that was great, and now I want this experience, right? Which kind of feels good to even be oh, this was cool, and now I'm ready for more. Or we're in that space where I'm this sucks. I'm sick. I can't get out of bed. I can't take care of my kids. I can't afford food. I don't have right? Those are the times where the work is it's white knuckling shit. And that's when that's when we want to be super conscious and remind ourselves that, oh, okay, I would tell myself, although this is uncomfortable right now, although I'm experiencing pain, I also know that I am taking steps right now that are shifting the vibration. And I know that I'm creating a future reality where I will experience less of this, right? Because when we experience the contrast, all it does is direct us towards what we really want. There's nothing wrong with that icky part. It's the blessing, right? I knew I was a healer. I was pointed in the direction of being a healer by my mom being a narcissist. Or I knew I wanted sobriety or recovery because I do have glasses of wine every now and then. I was completely sober for 7 years, and I chose to drink. I'm going to have a whole thing about this because I was led by spirit to drink. And it showed me that I don't want to drink because I love my body and I don't want to poison it. It's not because I'm afraid that I'll be off to the races and drink, myself into oblivion, right? Because I know that I've shifted that inside of me and now I can trust my inner spirit. And I love how I feel now so much that I don't really feel like I need to escape my reality. So, but by having a mother who was a crackhead and a drug addict and alcoholic, I knew from a very young age that I didn't want to be like that. I got into recovery when I was 16, 17. And before that, I went to Al-Anon with my mom. So, so the contrast, although it may be uncomfortable, it's nothing more than guidance. The pain that I experienced from Lyme disease or the manifestation of Lyme disease, it's what we tell it is. Everything is neutral. Every experience that we're having here is neutral, and we're giving it meaning. And the way I got out of, organ failure and being bedridden and being homeless was, reminding myself that all this is guidance. There's nothing wrong. And for a long time, I told myself there was something wrong. One, because I didn't understand that my body is just a communication device. And two, I didn't realize that I didn't know how to take care of myself. I didn't know how to love myself. I never had that example. And so I also had been punished for needing things in my life. So in a roundabout way, the way that I manifested those things for myself was through being sick. Also, I my mother was a workaholic, my father was a workaholic, and that was something that I'm still working through. And being sick gave myself permission to rest. That's what depression is. Deep rest. Your body is calling for deep rest. Now, the world will tell you, no, don't sleep. That means you're sick. That means you're sick. Da, da, da. No, that's your spirit saying, like, we're healing, because our body can only heal when we're sleeping. All right. So don't listen to all that society bullshit. That's what this whole misfit thing is about. We're going to rock this shit. We're going to change things, and we're doing it together. Together we rise. I say these things all the time. Love and rise above. Choose love in the face of adversity. Be the change. Challenge yourself not to be better than other people around you, but to really be better than the person you were before. See who you want to be. Building this life is literally like building Legos or Minecraft. We have the choice to build what we want, and it's about remaining present in our moments so that we can be conscious co-creators, because the universe is listening either way. So if your thoughts aren't focused, then your manifestations are going to be all willy-nilly all over the place. And then when we don't know and understand that we're manifesting it, then we have that willy-nilliness, and then they try to tell us we're bipolar, or they try to tell us like all of these things, and that's simply not true. There's nothing wrong with you. Your body's just communicating. And if you guys want me to go, okay, Peter says, sometimes the fields must go fallow before growth can start again. And Peter, on that note, like, I'm studying this whole detoxifying and rejuvenation or regeneration protocol by Dr. Morse. And that's what happens is like basically you completely alkalize your body using like melons and water, fruits and stuff like that. And we purge all of the mucus that's in our body. And during that time, because mucus is what keeps us sick, or keeps our body, the energy can't move freely, because we are water. Water is a conductor. Our bodies are just a communication device, right? Is this making sense? So when we are eating things like dairy, which the universe or which society is pushing on us, you know what I mean? Like, look at it. Look at society. They want you to be sick, right? Energetically and physically. So it's a little scary though, because I watched my friends go through this, and the detoxification process, it's fucking brutal. I'm not gonna, like, I've done it and then I backed off of it, because the experience of having all of that acid leave the body, it leaves through the skin, it's in the joints, like, it's a hard process to go through. So I eat mostly plants, and I eat mostly fruit, and I add vegetables to it, because fruit is photonic. It's also the only food that's karmically free, because it literally falls to us. We are not picking it, we're not cutting it. It's a gift, right? And it's photonic and it's high water, because a lot of us are severely. I'm going to start posting about this more. Because I can see a difference in my spirit, in my vibration, and in my skin, the way I look when I'm highly hydrated. Then I look way younger. When I am dehydrated, that's when like my face is sagging, and we're all our own worst critics. So, but when we know how we look when we're healthy. So the regeneration. No, keto. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna do a live video on diet and stuff like that, because I like that we can conversate. I think that this is super great, like for all of this, because for me, I channel things in the moment. My problem with keto is it is helpful, and I did the paleo for a while, and it was helpful, and perhaps it's just a process, you know what I mean, because everything is like a transition. So I say keep going, and you know, at some point, perhaps as you raise your vibration, we shift into like, because I have a hard time with meat now, on a lot of levels. Like I see all these videos on Facebook of these animals being all, you know, stuff, but actually my main reason is environmental and health, because like I was saying, so I'm watching my friends do the detox part, and then I'm like, oh my God, are you sure like this is okay? And then as they regenerate, it's crazy. I mean, like all of a sudden this weight came back on where they were like real thin. And oh my God, they pee out mucus. Like, oh my God. Like this stuff is crazy. It's like crazy. But my main reason for the whole meat thing is I don't tell people to quit eating meat. That's not my business. But I think that what will help our environment, because what's killing the planet is cow farts, which cracks me up, but it's legit. Watch Cowspiracy. Factory farming, all of that stuff. And so my way to take inspired action to manifest the world I want is by limiting the meat. And, you know, because like I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to sit here and say that nobody should be eating meat. I'm just saying we could eat it a lot less and save the planet and help our health at the same time. Anyway, that's my rant on that. So after I'm done with being up here with my dad, I'm going to go back on a detoxification. So if I start to like get really thin and all of that, don't worry. And you know, I'll be sharing it. Anyway, that is today's. I will be posting the photos of it in the Metaphysical Misfit group. I don't know if you guys saw, but if you are referring people into the group, I'm giving a free three card tarot reading. So, because I want to grow the group so that we can reach more people. And I would love if you guys could interact in the group. And also, if I've helped you in any way, if you could write a little testimonial about it, that would really help me, and I would really appreciate it. And yeah, share my channel with anybody you think, you know, all that jazz. I feel so silly saying that at the end. I'm like, you know what I want you to do. So enjoy your full moon. And I am following November Sage on Instagram, and she has really great full moon practice that I'm going to be doing, and part of it involves writing a letter to yourself. So that's going to be pretty awesome. But I love you guys. I am so flippin' grateful for this experience and for you guys. I'm so glad that this is my circle. Even though like we're all over the world, I love you. Thank you, Lacey. I'm working on getting more open with sharing my actual experiences instead of like sharing the book. That's what I'm working on. But I love you, and I know you're going to have a wonderful day. And if you have any questions, you know, you can just message me. Lacey said, I'll share, but I don't have any actual friends. Oh, you're welcome, Adrian. Thank you, Peter. That's good. I'm glad you stopped for a rest stop. Adrian, you just go ahead and message me for whenever you're ready to do that other reading. Oh, okay. Yes. I may get on and do it a little earlier tomorrow because I have family in town and I want to get on the road with enough time to see them. I got to drive 2 hours. I don't gotta. It's a 2-hour drive. Anyway, I love you guys. Bye. Let me pause this and bye.